Well, I'd like to think I hope people respect me because I've always been pretty honest. You know, I mean, I had a lot of good times in my boxing career with the fights in Vegas, the fight against Zoo, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Malignaggi, and the City of Manchester Stadium, 58,000 come. So lots of good boxing stories to talk about. And then my life went to ruin a little bit. I suffered bad from depression and drink and drugs and suicide attempts. So war and peace sums my life and career up pretty much. I had lots of wars in the ring, lots of wars out of the ring. I fell out with my family, and fell out with Billy Graham, which we've just rekindled. Well, I think we might have started. He texted me the other day with a nice text, which was brought a tear to my eye. So, ultimately I've had a few wars, I've had a few bad times, but ultimately I've found peace. And when you see what I'm doing, working with the lads every day in the gym, promoting, trying to give the other fighters in this country great opportunities, trying to be a good parent again, to my kids. I mean, life is really, really good again. But I think the people's jaws will hit the floor with how honest I've been in the book, about me bad times, my depression. You know what I mean? It was a very emotional thing to do, but one that was one and truly worth doing. And I think I'll get the respect from the public, for what I've written in the book.
Have you been overwhelmed by the response? Because the book signings you've done, the turnouts have been huge, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been incredible. People are like, wow, Ricky, we can't believe you, how openly I speak about my depression and how I deal with it nowadays. I still see a psychiatrist, once a month, to keep me insane. I have good days and bad days still with my depression. I get really, really down, about things, but I'm in a better place in order to cope with it better now. I'm not scared of. It's like in the book, I turn around and say how, I'll go and see my psychiatrist, and then I say to people, I'm crying every night, I need a hug, can you help me? Very hard for a world champion to admit them things, but things such as that are in the book, and I think people are like, wow, for someone who's been a very proud, die-hard, no-holds-barred fighter champion, to admit some of the things they have been in the book, but I think that's why I had the fan base it did, because they always got an honest answer from me.
Yeah, I mean, other people have been in those positions themselves, working maybe a normal 9 to 5, you as a world champion. Do you think that they'll look at that and say, well, if this guy can get through that, then I can, and it kind of inspires them?
Life kicks us when we're down, you know what I mean, and we can either let it crumble and beat us, or we come back fighting, and that's what I've done, and people think, what's Ricky Hatton got to worry about? He's won so many world titles, he's made a good living for himself, he drives a nice car, and stuff like that, but we're all the same. We all have the same problems. What goes between our ears, it doesn't matter what you've got or what you've achieved, and we're all the same. And I think the more people that come out and say, listen, I need help, I can't do it on my own, please help me, I think the more people that with depression that admit to it and come out and be honest with it and show no fear of admitting that they are suffering with it, I think we'll save lives. And I think that's one of the most positive things that come out of the book. All people read it and go, yeah, if Ricky Hatton suffered with it and he's come back from it, well, I can.
I mean, other than the problems that you had, there's a lot of highs in there as well, isn't there? There's the Costa Zoo fight, there's the going to Vegas for the first time, so a few funny stories as well to keep people interested.
Yeah, I think, whether you're a boxing fan, I think you'll enjoy it, obviously, because of the fights, and if you're not a boxing fan, you'll enjoy it. There's a few funny stories in about me trips around the world. I mean, to be honest with you, I think you have to know me personally to know that the stories that I tell are true, because I am a bit of an head case, it has to be said. But no, it's a good balance of good times, funny stories, bad times, good boxing stories, good stories about life in general and ups and downs, and I think people will love it.